Well, take a scrape on the side of your pond wall at this time of year, and yeah, you will find that there'll be thousands of little creatures crawling around. Now, some of these are eaten by your fish. Some of them will get on to your fish, and when you do a scrape, you might find one or two of them on your fish and think they are something that they are not. These are basically harmless little creatures in the pond that live on the algae and live under the little creatures in the pond, so can be avoided. They're in your pond basically all year round, and the only way you can really find them is taking a scrape of the side of your pond, or taking out your material that's in your skimmer and just giving that a scrape and see what you can find. But it's a nice thing to do at this time of year, is just check what is in your pond, and then should anything arrive or come to life that could affect your fish, you will automatically know the difference. This little creature here is just a little bug basically that just eats the algae and will eat some smaller creatures if it comes across them. It's not harmful to your fish. In fact, your fish will eat them. Let's see what else we can find. Here's another little creature. And people often think that this is also a parasite, but it's not. Again, it's a creature that feeds on the algae in the pond. I've just done a quick check of my fish, and I found no parasites on them. But I will be treating the pond today with my favourite formula, aquaflavin. I would do a 3-day treatment, as I do every month, which is good for the fish's health, and it does kill a few little bugs off in the pond. Of course, if you get a lot of parasites in your pond, the easiest way is salt. I know a lot of people don't like salt, but if you put say 40 pounds of salt in per 1,000 gallons and just put it in at 10 pounds a day, spend it around the pond, it will kill the majority of the parasites off. I say it's the first week of May now, and the pond is getting very active with these little parasites and these little bugs that are crawling around in there. I found nothing at all harmful to the fish, so I'm quite happy to just leave these guys alone and let them get on with their normal routine of eating the algae and eating other bugs in the pond. And there you can see some little bugs there, very tiny ones just moving around, and the big one in the middle. I say this is just about 3 small little drops of water. So there must be millions or billions of these in the pond that you can never see, but they're there. This little one on this corner here looks a bit suspicious. The one that's just on the bottom there, but it looks dead. It's not moving. But these are not harmful to your fish. See some very teeny little, very teeny little bugs there. Again, not harmful to the fish. There's one of the small ones at the bottom there, just been magnified up. Again, they're not harmful to the fish. The fish will eat them. However, it's good to have two things ready at this time of year. Like I say, one is the aquaflavin, which I put in to help the fish, and the other one is the salt, should it be needed. I don't like treating my fish, if they've got costia or anything on them, with chemicals. I would rather put salt in the pond, which I believe is, to me, seems to be more effective. It does a two-pronged job. In fact, it will kill costia and other stuff on the fish, and it also helps to kill algae. But I always try to avoid chemicals, and the only one I really use in the pond is, as I've said, is the aquaflavin. And I'll also put in hydrogen peroxide once a month, which keeps down the algae. Okay, so there we go. It's Sunday. We'll leave it there, and I'll go and treat the pond with the aquaflavin. So catch you in the next one. Please subscribe.